got a short-barreled rifle. The second one has what looks like a handgun.
For the first time, we're seeing dramatic surveillance video showing two men surrounding the BMW belonging to rapper xxxtentation.
See the victim's hands coming out.
And right here is the moment detectives say they opened fire, killing him. Cops say the day of the shooting, here's Alan wearing black, entering Riva Motorsports, and walking right past X, who was there to buy a motorcycle. Minutes later, they say Alan goes back to that SUV before the pair make their move. While Alan's attorney argues he should be granted bond, the judge denied that request.
This caster, aka Batman, check it out, man. This doesn't show too much graphic or gruesome, you know what I mean, imagery. It doesn't show blood. It doesn't show the actual injuries being sustained by Tentacion. And that's a good thing, fool. That's the pointless bullshit that a lot of people want to see. They want to see somebody's brains dripping out, fool. They want to see somebody's body decaying on the side of a road or some shit. I'm like, shouldn't you want to see the meaningful details instead of just the fucking blood or the mayhem? But come on, man. We gotta be solution-based. Now, in all reality, nobody's perfect, fool. Everybody makes mistakes. But what I'm noticing, most people feel entitled to repeat those mistakes. It's like, don't tell me how to live my life. It's me, it's my life, it's my money. I can do what I want. I'm like, yeah, fool, nobody's gonna try, no realist, at least on this channel, is gonna try to dictate how somebody lives. We're not gonna try to tell the next man what he can and can't do. We're gonna relay reality, though, and we're gonna explain that if you do these certain things, if you live in a certain fashion, if you glorify or idolize these certain aspects of life, fool, then you can guarantee that you're gonna perpetuate a certain level or degree of misery and anxiousness and restlessness and shit. Because money, sex, and fame isn't truly fulfilling, fool, and it's not what life revolves around. And you're going to eventually die a horrible fucking death. Why is that, fool? Because when you wild out like an overgrown toddler, or you're the type of individual that allows our capitalist society to shape your thought process to some degree, you feel me? You're going to ignore the repercussions. You're going to ignore or disregard or dismiss the inevitable results of your actions, homie. Because people carry themselves like their flesh is made of Kevlar and their bones are lined with titanium because of their financial status, their money, the fame, the yes men around them, and all the ignorance and bullshit that goes along with the money and fame, fool. People don't tell you what you need to hear. They tell you what you want to hear. They ride your genitalia region. They do it for their own personal gain. That means you don't grow. That means you don't have any actual guidance or advice, fool. And I don't care who you are, fool. We all need a little bit of logic. We all need a little bit of discipline, or need to be held accountable, or an individual with logic suggests something that's solution-based to us, and we're supposed to take that advice, you feel me? We're not supposed to be giant fucking 5-year-olds who don't want to listen to anybody and get mad if somebody tells us something we don't want to hear, fool. That's crazy. Now, am I saying Tentacion was like that? Nah, I'm not saying Tentacion was extremely closed-minded and stubborn and would shut anybody down and try to advise him of something. It's not what I'm saying. But he was allowing our capitalist nation to mislead him and to teach him to live for the money, the fame, and the sex to some degree. Why else are you rolling around with a duffel bag full of thousands upon thousands of dollars while going to a fucking motorcycle dealership thinking about buying some brand new motorcycles? I'm the kind of fool that if I won the lottery, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't buy a brand new anything, dog. I've been to too many auctions, having been from the streets and having to utilize what little amounts of money I acquire from the ground up throughout my life or my upbringing, whatever. I'm telling you, fool, I've had to learn that there is a logical or efficient or a more affordable way to go about anything. Unfortunately, people are not taught to be efficient and logical and methodical. They're taught to do what's convenient, satisfying to them. And most people have everything they want and need handed to them. They're not homeless as a child. They don't have chaotic families that are delirious. Nah, man. They have most, if not everything, that they want from day one. That's why a lot of people have the wrong idea about life, fool. Our society teaches us that life revolves around fame, sex, and money. The problem is, man, when you're rolling around with that duffel bag full of money and you're going to buy your brand new motorcycles from a dealership because you think, well, I'm famous and, well, life is life and I can do what I want and it revolves around me satisfying my impulses and having what I want. It's my life. When you live like that, fool, you're guaranteeing terrible repercussions. Eventually, homie, nobody's invincible. And when you roll with a lot of money on you, come on, man, and you advertise that, you know what I'm saying? And you're not the type of individual to have a bunch of undercover officers or, you know, police security details or whatever it is, fool. 911 on speed dial, so on and so forth. Come on, man. All these people want to claim to be savages and hitters. But, man, this is the bullshit that comes along with it. And if Tentacion was still alive, you know what he'd be telling your asses? He'd be saying this. He'd be saying, I had the wrong idea about life. I thought life was a fucking game. That's what he would say, fool. and he'd tell you, don't wild out, don't start shit with people, don't allow your temper to get the best of you, and don't disregard the things or the luxuries or the good fortune that you've been presented with in life. Unless you're in the hood with parents or family members that are on alcohol or drugs, you know what I'm saying? Or unless you're really struggling to find a level-headed individual that's trustworthy in your life to guide you, you feel me? Come on, man, you got something to be grateful for. Even one family member who's sober and coherent, that cares about continuously evolving. Just one, you feel me? That's the world, homie, right there. I know our society tells you that they gotta have 5 Range Rovers to be a good parent. No, they only have to be sober and solution-based. Simple and plain. And if you got somebody like that in your life, be grateful for it. That's what Tentacion would tell your ass. Real shit. He would tell you to learn from his mistakes. Hit that notification button if you haven't already, because you know we're on that Frankenstein grind 24/7 after you subscribe.